December 2020 graduates and guests. My name is Alexa Dudash, and I'm honored to be sharing some remarks with you today as a representative of the Beaver College of Health Sciences December graduates. I would like to dedicate this speech to Chad Dorrell, a student who passed away due to COVID-19 complications earlier this semester. Chad was also an exercise science major and dreamed of going to physical therapy school, like myself and many others in our college. Growing up in Pennsylvania, I had a big decision ahead of me regarding going to Penn State or following the adventure down here to App State. During my first visit to campus, despite the cold and rainy and very typical Boone weather, I felt at home immediately. During my tour, Dr. Batista, an exercise science professor, gave a presentation on research. I was so intrigued by her work on motor development with kids that I sent her an email. Dr. Batista's long and thoughtful response convinced even my Penn State alumna mom that App State was the right place for me to go. She said that she knew I'd get a personal education here, and that is exactly what I'm walking away with now. The education I've gotten here at App State has been in exercise science, with the end goal finally in sight of going to physical therapy school. As a physical therapist, I will have the chance to educate my patients on the concepts of physical literacy, a topic that I've grown to love. From the moment I knew I wanted to be a physical therapist, I've started seeing Celeste Crow in the Health Professions Advising Office. She reassured me time and time again not to be intimidated by the application process, explained that I was on the right track with classes and shadowing hours, described how to navigate the centralized application service, and is now helping me decide which school is best for me based on my acceptances. I can't thank Celeste and her team enough, and I encourage every student that hasn't graduated yet to go see them. But academics isn't everything in college. There's been so much here in Boone that has contributed to my app experience. One of my personal favorites is going to Caldwell Community College to watch the sunset. It overlooks a huge portion of the mountain range, and on a clear day, it is the most beautiful and peaceful sunset there is to see. There's also endless football games that are uniquely app, with lotteries for tailgate spots and excitement roaring through the town with people dressed in their black and gold overalls. I've also been able to experience a North Carolina State Fair and learn the other meaning of barbecue more than the outdoor grill. During my time here at App, I found a second family through an organization called International Appalachian, or INTAP for short. INTAP members are the first smiling faces our international students see at the airport when they arrive in the United States. We not only work to make our international students feel at home, we work toward globalizing the Boone community mindset. Immediately, I knew I wanted to be a member, and soon enough, I was social committee chair and then president. Not only did INTAP give me an invaluable leadership experience, but it also gave me a global experience while never leaving Boone. We cannot understand someone or where they are coming from until we hear their stories. Although I never studied abroad, which I am a huge advocate for, getting a global experience here in Boone has been incredible. With anything in life, though, there are bound to be tough times. Personally, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and due to an unforeseen complication, I was forced to medically withdraw from school the spring semester of my sophomore year. While I was unable to walk upstairs for several months, I did finally make it back to school the next semester, contingent on me driving home 8 hours once a month for my medical infusions. I still make this journey every month, and it is beyond worth it to me to be able to go to school here. I share this with you knowing we all experience setbacks and challenges, and these are the things that force us to identify what is truly important and what sacrifices we're willing to make. Of course, 2020 had many more setbacks than any of us could have imagined this time last year. When COVID hit, I very quickly went to be with my family, as I'm sure many of you did as well. Suddenly, every family member was working from home, and we somehow had to make it the new normal. As time went on, we all got in our grooves and were making the most of the situation. In April, it was announced that the Student Undergraduate Leadership Awards would be held via Facebook Live. Therefore, I got to have the unique experience of winning President of the Year in my pajamas next to my sister and parents. I bring this up because I think it's important to remember that while everything is different now, we have the opportunity to share our college lives with so many extra people that we couldn't before. I know I've been imagining walking across that commencement stage for a long time now, but we're all here virtually and we all still did it. We are graduating from App State with a degree in something that we are passionate about. We are showing perseverance and showing that the class of 2020 is resilient and strong in many ways. In closing, I'd like to thank my mom, dad, and sister for lifting me up when I needed it, and the Orrs family for giving me a North Carolina home away from home. I'd also like to thank the amazing exercise science professors, my friends, and INTAP family. You all have touched my life in ways that I cannot express in words, and I am so glad to have you along for the journey. To all my fellow graduates, I have no doubt that you are also taking a moment to recount your experiences during your time at Appalachian. I encourage you to reflect on and celebrate all you have accomplished. Take time today and in the weeks ahead to thank those who helped you along the way and consider how you can give it back to the communities in the future. I challenge you all to listen to the stories of those around you and encourage you to teach the importance of health and well-being as we have been taught these last few years. Class of 2020, congratulations, we did it.